What's happening, everyone? Alright, so this video here right now is all about reflecting on the year that was, setting goals for 2020, and something that I learned from my last long run. I will be the first to own up and say that I easily get caught up in the now, in the current moment, and that constant wanting the next thing. The next level of health, the next level of weight loss, the next promotion, the next pay rise, the next bump of fitness, or that next event. I think it must be that time of year as we close out another 12 months of gunning down goals and pushing for more, you start to reflect on what has been and what has not been. I went on one of my regular trail runs last Thursday afternoon, started at 5 p.m. and had 29 kilometers to complete as part of my self-written program. The pace was gentle and the main focus was just to tick over the kilometers as I lead up into what will be my biggest season yet for 2020. It's amazing what a long run or endurance-specific training session can teach you. It's amazing what thoughts will come to you while you flow on through the trails trying to keep yourself upright. One thing that came to mind on my last long run was patience and just general consistency. I was having a rough time with some slight dehydration from a gastro bug I had a few days prior. So with that extra challenge, it was necessary for me to pull back and become patient and again go back to the original goal, which was just tick off the 29 kilometers. The struggle started about the halfway mark, with another 14 kilometers still to go until we were back to the car. Besides the quick learning that I probably wasn't ready for this long run, but I was strolled through the night and each step started to tick over, your mind starts to go elsewhere. I've ran this track more times than any other track. I've had some great days and not so great. My mind started to really look towards the future within this one specific run. Not just getting to my car or my next session or my next long run, thoughts of what lays ahead. What could next year look like? What about the next 5 years? At this time, all I really wanted to do was just hit stop and just end the run, but an overwhelming sense of patience ran through my mind so that I could just keep the kilometers going. One step at a time, Nathan. I think this is such an amazing subject to think about when we're looking at goals and achieving results over time. The patience I have learned through training is second to none. It goes so much deeper than just running long distance. The endurance training struggle is long and arduous, but not to sound like a Debbie Downer, but so's life. It's a long game. Going back to the thought of reflecting on this year that was and how much has been achieved, I can't yet feel that this is still such small boxed thinking. Sure, I could think about what 2020 could bring, what each month could provide, and how I could move my life forward. But you know what that last run really made me think about? What does the next 10 years look like? Nathan, get out of this now mindset. If I can achieve what I have within the last 1 to 5 years of my life, what could a decade look like? I truly think this is a trap for many of us, only thinking about the short term while life itself realistically is a long game. It takes years to finish primary school, it takes years to finish high school, it takes years to finish uni, it takes years to build a real, lasting, long-term relationship. It takes years for someone to become chronically overweight. But yet we all know this and think we should have or fix it right now. For me, it's I want more business success now. For me, it's I want more fitness now. For me, it's I want more endurance and I want more health right now. But yet we all know that this doesn't happen overnight. As we head into 2020 and you start to wrap up your year, the natural goal setting starts to take place. Whatever goals it may be that you have laying out in front of you, think about these three things. patience, consistency, and adherence. Without a doubt, after the holiday season, majority of people start to think about improving their health, feeling like shit after relaxing and eating junk. The festive season has left you wanting to quickly claw back the weight that you have gained. But when you really think about it, you probably haven't just put that weight on. Probably just hasn't happened from just this one holiday season. It's probably been a build-up of a few years to many months over time. If you are serious about making a change to your health, it's not going to be fixed next year. If you are serious about making a change to your fitness, it's not going to happen over a couple of months. If you are serious about making a change to your lifestyle, this is something that you are going to be working on for the rest of your life. But think about what way of life you could lead over the next 10 years. Think about the amazing things that you have achieved over the last year and the last decade, and how you could patiently, consistently adhere to them moving forward for the next decade. Life is long. You have time. Be patient, be consistent, adhere to a long-term approach.